Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Hello, Claudine, Paul, kids, Bob, Benny, Pam, Van, Hoiterdog. Season greetings from the Philippines. It's about 4:30. We should be getting ready to go out by now, but we're going to have a baptism in about an hour and a half, so we're just going to stay in and get ready for that. It's the 24th of February, and it's here at Agusan in beautiful downtown Philippines. The sun is just starting to set. Background noise you hear is the ocean. Here we live right on the beach. We spit over our back fence and it hits the water. It's pretty nice. My companion, he's getting ready to go to Bacacon. Elder Assistant Siscon just called me a liar. Bacacon, liar. My companion's getting ready to be transferred. He's leaving on the 1st of March to go to Mati, Davao. So he's sorting some things, getting ready to go. So a bunch of missionaries and Elder Siscon, me, Elder Hunter, we're hanging out here in our room. I received the tape at Christmas and liked it. Liked hearing your voice. So I decided I'd pick up a tape. I did this 2 weeks ago, but I haven't had time to sit down and tape it yet. Probably, well, I'll just ramble on, see if I can finish it. Here in the Philippines, it's like living in a greenhouse. It's hot, and it's humid, and it's nice. You fall in love with the country after a while. It's really nice. It's got its bad points, but it's really a pretty country, as you can see probably by my pictures. What we'll do now is we'll walk into the room. I'm out on the balcony. We have a little balcony here that I'm sitting out on our balcony. What we'll do is we'll go into the room and we'll get a few words from my companions, Elder Siscon, Elder Hunter. What we'll do here, first we'll talk to Elder Siscon. Hello, Elder Siscon.
Hello.
Elder Siscon's our resident Pinoy. He comes from Luzon. He's about as intelligent as a wet paper bag. Elder Siscon. Can you say something other than hello in English?
Hello.
See, hello is the only word that Elder Siscon has learned in English. We just sort of grunt and moan at him when we want his attention. Can you say goodbye?
Bye-bye now.
Elder Siscon's a real wit when it comes to the English language. He's something else. One of a kind. There's only one Elder Siscon in the world. Now here we come to my Bayou companion wearing this stupid hat. Let's say hello.
Speak for yourself.
Let's say
the Bayou.
let's say hello to the resident Agusan Bayou. Hello, Bayou. He won't answer me.
Well, you just spoke for yourself. You said hello, Bayou, and so you answered Bayou. So we know who's the Bayou now. Now we know who's the Bayou. You spoke first. Ah!
We'll pull a little of his hair on his chest to teach him a
Bayous
lesson.
don't have hair on their chest. What happened to you?
Hey, my mighty forest is growing. They're called me a liar again. They're speaking rudely to me, so I think I'll go back out on the terrace where I can have some privacy away from these rude, unruly. Say goodbye to everyone.
Oh, yeah. What happened to your son? Good luck.
They're rude. They're rude. They have absolutely no respect for their betters. That's the whole problem. They're rude. Yeah, but can you tell us the verse? No, it ain't. You ain't even close. Read the book again. Anyway, it says, "Woe unto the liars, for they shall be thrust down to hell." What? Chapter 9, verse 34? You win a prize. Anyway, as I was saying, we have a baptism tonight. We should have 10 people baptized. At least that's many how we have scheduled. They should all show up. This goose is really nice for baptisms because we just sort of walk out our back door and we're in the ocean. I've been here for 2 months now. Elder Hunter is my, let's see, 2 in Butuan, 3 in Iligan, 5, is my 6th companion. I'll be getting my 7th companion. His name's Elder Park. What do you want? Voila. Okay. Butuan was my first area. We stayed there for 6.5 months. First companion was Elder Milo. He goes home the 26th of next month. Then I had, he comes from Hawaii. He's a white boy though. Then I had Elder Bushnell for a month. He comes from Spanish Fork, Utah. Well, he doesn't have the accent. He's civilized. Had him for a month. He's already gone home. Then I went to Iligan, and I had Elder Navarro, which was, garbage, you're ugly, which was my first Filipino companion. Had him for 2 months. Then I had Elder Madsen. Elder Madsen was a wonderful companion. He was a combination between Felix Unger and Ted Baxter. Real beaut. He comes from Florida. He's gone home already. Sent me a letter a couple of weeks ago. Tried to trunk me out, but it didn't work. Then I had Elder Despain. He's a cool busher, probably my favorite so far. Had him for a month, and then transferred here to Agusan, and I'll probably stay here 3-4 more months. Put me here about 6 months. It's a nice place, Philippines. A lot of coconuts, a lot of bananas. Here we have, in one of our area called Bugo, we have PPC, which is Philippine Packing Corporation, which is Del Monte here in the Philippines. We took a tour of it, not last week, but the week before that. And we found out that the pineapple plantation here is the largest in the world. They shut down Hawaii pineapple, and about 90% of it probably comes from here. Yeah, everywhere you look, it took us 3 hours to take a tour. It was a special tour arranged for us. Got to drive around the Blazer with nice air conditioning, and really nice, really first class. But everywhere you looked and everywhere we went was just nothing but rows and rows and rows of pineapple. They took, we went out to where they were harvesting it. They have it where they harvest all year round. We went out to where they were harvesting it, and they had one lady grab a knife, and she cut it open and sliced it up for us as we went, until we finally said we couldn't eat anymore. It was really nice. Here, it's a pretty good sized area. We cover what is called Portal, Bugo, Tagualan, San Martin, Villa, and a few others. But those are our main ones. Those are different, what called barrios. They're smaller in the town, but they're about half the size of a town. something like that. My new companion or one I will get, comes from Idaho. Don't know exactly where in Idaho, but comes from there. Here we have another Idahoan, Elder Millward. He's our district leader. I don't know what part he comes from either, but so we're full of Idaho people. I'm sick of Idaho people. Ugh. Oh, anyway, no offense, Mother, Father. Here in the Philippines Devout Mission, we have missionary work totally unique to anywhere else in the world. When we're out working, we're walking through the middle of the jungle. There are small barrios, but what it is there's one main center part, and then everywhere else you branch out, you just walk through the jungle. It's truly unique. It's quite interesting. It's different, totally different from any missionary work I had ever thought of. Here we usually spend about 70 hours a week in proselyting. We go out about 6:30, come back in at about 9:30, then go back out at 11:30, come back in at 2:30, then go out again at 4:30, come in about 9:30. It's a pretty full day. We enjoy it. It keeps us busy, keeps us out of trouble. Right now we have Gamine along missionaries. We only have about 125. We were getting a lot of missionaries here for a while, and President Jones told Salt Lake they were sending too many because he didn't have places for them. But then all of a sudden Salt Lake just quit sending them all together, and we've been having a lot of missionaries going home, and so everyone take their place. So now we're really hurting for missionaries. We're praying that Salt Lake will send us some more. A couple missionaries are going home this week. That's the reason my companion's getting transferred. It caused a new transfer to take care of some vacant spots. Philippines Devout Mission is the newest. There's 3 here in the Philippines. Should be 4 real soon. They are going to split the Luzon mission, or the Manila mission. And then there's the Cebu, which covers all the Visayas. And then there's the Philippines Devout, which is Mindanao only. We're the newest, we're the smallest. We've just started building a chapel here in Cagayan. Cagayan's just about half an hour from Agusan. We go in every Monday to it. It's where our zone leaders are. It's probably the biggest city in northern Mindanao. It's about 2/3 of the way done, halfway done, something like that. Should be finished in June or July. It'll be the second chapel here on the entire island of Mindanao. What we do is we just rent houses. Like, we live in the upstairs of this house, and then the downstairs is the chapel. Davao is the only one that has a finished chapel, and they just finished it not too long ago, just a few months ago. They're building one here in Cagayan and also one in Zamboanga, which really makes the members really happy. Finally have a church. Also, they're starting one in Iligan, where I just left, about June or July of this year. And also one in Pagadian. It's something really special. They cost about 4 million pesos here. And the people usually don't donate most of their money or their percentage by labor, because most of them don't have any money to give. The house we're living in is not very big. It's smaller than the one we're living in at home. It's only like a half two-story. Only one half of the house has a second story to it. It just consists of 2 rooms and a bathroom. That's it, and that's where we live. One companionship in one room and the other companionship in the other. Then the downstairs is used for the church. It's sort of old, a little run down, but it's not bad. It's probably one of the better, if not the best apartment I've been in so far. Illegan, when I got there, the dining area was only a dirt floor. The boards had all rotten through. Illegan was a good area for rats. We had a lot of rats in the house. You didn't leave anything. The books you sent to me Christmas, the gospel principles, well, the rat got to it. And it's still in good shape, but it has a few nibbles on it. Ate part of the book. But it's still okay. It's still worth keeping. None of the writing or anything, just the back spine part got ate. Here it's not so bad. Mostly we have is ants. The Philippines is built on an ant hill. Everywhere you go there's just millions and billions of ants. Surprisingly enough, there are no anteaters over here. Probably because they eat too much and get bloated and die. If I ever became president of the Philippines, I'd work on a project to import some, though. Mindanao is totally different from Luzon or Visayas. It's probably about 20 to 30 years behind the States. It's totally backwards. It's not at all what I had the impression of the Philippines being. It's a big city here is like maybe Twin Falls is back home, or St. George. It's hard to get things. It's expensive. Stateside things are marked up usually 3 to 400% from the price we'd buy them back home. So consequently, we don't use too much American items, all local. The water here is wonderful. It has a little foreign thing in it called amoeba. I do have amoeba. It's wonderful. It sort of have become my second companion. I wouldn't know what to do without it. I've adjusted real well to it, though. It doesn't bother me too much anymore. Every once in a while it flares up, but then all I have to do is quit eating things like eggs, cheese, dairy products, sweet things like candy or pop, and it settles back down. It's a wonderful thing. The rest of it, here we have fruits that you've probably never heard of, never will hear of, never have seen, and are masarap, are very tasty, delicious. And they have it called lanzones. What is the mango? Mango is now one of my favorite fruits. Closest to the States we have would be the taste of a peach, and it's just delicious. We have guavano, which is one of my favorites. We have pineapple galore, especially here since we're so close to the Del Monte operation. Fresh, you can get it just right off the old plant. We have just probably the most plentiful thing here is fruits. Most of them are good. Papaya I don't like so much. We have a bunch of papaya trees here at the apartment. There's a lot of them. I can't think of them all offhand, but really nice. So we never run out of fruits. Rice we never run out of. Here we don't eat so much rice because we don't like it so much. Get sick of eating rice when you eat it all the time. So we sort of restrain from eating rice most of the time here, except since there's... Come here. I think I'll finish my dissertation on rice right then, since I was rudely cut off. Elder Siscon, come here for a second. Now, what I want Elder Siscon to do is just, say something to the folks. He has a Tambuli magazine, which is like the church magazine here in the Philippines. There was an article about church magazines here in the Church News not too long ago, and it had pictures of the different ones, and Tambuli was on top, because Tambuli is the best. Tambuli means trumpet. Elder Siscon, just say a few words. That was quite a few. Now open your mouth and speak. Come here, come here, come here. I'll punch you in the head. Come on. Just say something. This is my folks.
Hello, folks.
No, come on. What were you saying about your tape? Come on. You want to get knuckled? Come here, come here.
Knuckle?
Come here. Get back over here.
I'm going to sing to your folks.
Anything you'd like. Tell them how the weather is over here. Tell them where you come from.
Okay, I'm Elder Siscon. I'm from Luzon. The best.
Boo!
I'm from Luzon, from Olongapo City, known as the Subic Bay, Naval Base.
Which they recently gave back to the Philippines. I don't like Jimmy Carter.
So am I.
Elder Siscon is becoming Americanized. We have, over here we have the New Zealanders, we have Australianers, we have a couple of Tongans, we even have one from Denmark, plus our Filipino, plus our American. And since the Americans outnumber most of them, they all end up getting Americanized, which is just absolutely marvelous. Most of our New Zealanders and our Australianers lose their accents, which they curse us for, but we think it's great. So, Elder Siscon's getting Americanized. He doesn't like Jimmy Carter, just like the rest of the Americans here. He's one-of-a-kind elder. There is only one Elder Siscon, and the world is grateful for it. My companion looks like a pickin' Bayou. They can't see. Oh, go away! My companion's running around with his little shorts on with the most Bayou-ish looking hat I've ever seen in my entire life. He's an old stick in the mud is what he is. He collects calendars of good-looking girls. It's disgusting. Elder, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. He just turned around and went back in. He realized that he was wrong. Well, what I'll do is I'll end my conversation for this time. So we'll talk to you by and by whenever I decide to break this thing out. I will send it home this week, so I'll finish it sometime. Send it home Monday or Tuesday. So bye-bye for now. Hello, I'm back one more time. Same day, just a few minutes later. What I'll do is I'll give you an example, a little bit of the Visayan language, which is the dialect that is most spoken here. Like, Kano sa siya mo balik? That means like, when will he be back? Asa imong balay? That's where's your home? Asa imong tatay? Asa imong nanay? That's where's your mother, or where's your father? Where's your mother? Imong eksuang? That's is that your brother or is that your sister? Egsuang is for either brother or sister, whichever one you want to want to put it to. Then you have Asapayung, which is where you're going. Asamogikan, where you've been. Things like, Adlawis, or not Adlawis, Laos Long, which is body. Long means only. Bye-bye means beach. Things like Kami missionario, which is we're missionaries. Things like Profita, that's prophet. Things like Panhao is resurrection. Pugtuo, that's faith. Manuk, that's chicken. Itoy is puppy dog. Irok is dog. Iring is cat. Bowboy is pig. Masarap, it's like the best tasting. Pordoy, like it'd be Wala Kwarta Ako Pordoy, which is no money, I'm poor. Pordoy is poor. Ako is I. Sia is him. Ia is his. Sa is the. Others, a lot of others. I can't think of it all offhand. I have to be speaking. I've picked up some of the language. I can understand a lot of the conversations now. Some I can't. It just depends on what they're talking about, how quick they're speaking it. My companion is cleaning off his suitcase, now sorting the baby clothes that he has. Had some baby clothes made, I don't know what for, but he decided he'd have them made. He's a really good looker. He's something else. It's just about sunset here. And the last package of goodies I sent home about 9 more boxes of film slides. And in it, there's a box that has nothing but sunsets in it. You'll really see how beautiful the Philippines really is. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. The sunsets over here are just absolutely wild. Mom would go ape over them. I missed one last night. I just got the tail end of it. I didn't see it in time, or I would have taken a picture of it. It was a beautiful sunset. As per Pammy's request, I will take some more pictures of the scenery and less pictures of the people. I don't know why, but I will. The scenery over here has been engraven in my memory to where I'll never forget it. As for making a master thing of what the pictures are, what I'll do is when I come home, I'll just sit down, and as I show them, I'll tape it on a tape recorder and do it that way, and just keep it that way. But it's too much of a hassle for me to do it now. I guarantee that I will not forget what I took the picture of, or where it is, or who they are before I get home. I guarantee it. I don't know exactly what you'd like me to say about the Philippines. It's an experience. You can't really describe it. You just have to be here. As for Clydine and her house plants, she'd just go nuts over here. Her Boston fern, which she pampered like a little baby, just grows over here like a weed. You couldn't kill them if you had to. Ideal conditions for it. Practically every place you go is by the ocean, because it's not too well built up in the interior, especially here, because the interior is such an unexplored place. Also, in part of it, Lanal del Sur is Muslim country, and Christians aren't too safe going up in there, which is in the interior. They have a habit of getting shot. It's a real beautiful country, though. You just can't explain it. You just have to see it. I'll try to put as much of it on as I can on films, and I'll explain it all when I come home. Like I said, we're having a baptism tonight. My companion and I, we have 5 people. One is a child of record. Persecution over here is extremely strong. It's really amazing. I understand better what the saints went through when they first organized the church and began persecution they went through. It's extremely strong over here. Catholic Church is just the church. There's a rumor here. We have one of our members that's in our area that a few months after they were baptized, her husband, he wasn't living the word of wisdom, and he had a stroke and he died. And so now there's a saying throughout our area that if you change your religion, you'll die, which is a real hindrance to the work. But hinay basta kanonai, which is slowly but surely. Persecution comes from everyone and anyone. It really stinks. It's too bad. Members over here are really nice people. Just treat us like we're sent from heaven. They treat us really well. I don't know who my companion's talking to. It's different over here. You stick out like a sore thumb. 6'2" white person just doesn't blend in too well with the average height about 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", male, dark-skinned Filipino. Especially when you have a Taasilom, and they have a Gamayalom, which is big nose compared to their small nose, which is what the kids yell at us quite a bit. Taasilom. Hi Joe, Taasilom. We just yell back, Why bale basta guapo, which doesn't matter as long as we're good looking. It's pretty fun. Mission over here is not as straight-laced at all as it is in the States, or seems to be in the States. Here, you're a little more relaxed. You don't, associate more with the people. You know, it's different. The work's the same, but you just go out about it in a lot more casual way, which is really good. I probably couldn't survive it if it was any other way. It's extremely different. So far, for what I've done, is I've just finished the Book of Mormon for the 3rd time, which I'm sure you'll be tickled to hear. I've also read the New Testament twice. I've read the book that I sent home that you should have by now, The Trial, twice. I'm going to start The Marvelous Work and a Wonder probably next week. I've read parts of Jesus the Christ. I've read the first 3 books of the Old Testament, plus Isaiah, plus Proverbs, plus parts of others, different here and there. What I used to know about the gospel and what I know now are 2 different stories. I'm just tickled to death to explain the scriptures of the gospel to anyone that wants to hear. My missionary zeal will not stop when I come home. It's really nice knowing what you're talking about. It's pretty nice. I will continue on when I come home. I won't go out tracting because I can't stand tracting. It's okay if you get in the right mood and hit the right area where they're fairly receptive to it, but I will continue to preach, teach, and hopefully not too much Bible bashing, which we're told not to do, but every once in a while we do it anyway. Every once in a while when we want it, someone's telling us a bunch of bunk and we decide to punt them or anything, we'll just give a good rip right at the end, bear a good testimony to them and tell them they're going to be condemned at the end if they don't get it together. Catholic Church, I've learned, is the biggest hoax in the world. They're so different from the Catholics in the States and so different from the Bible. Anyone that reads the Bible knows the Catholic Church is wrong. You can notice a little dislike in my voice. It's because the Catholic Church is the one that starts most of the persecution, is the number one hindrance. It's the, as the Book of Mormon calls it, the great and abominable. We call it the GNA, great and abominable, the whore of all the earth. It stinks. Elder Siscon used to be a Catholic. He agrees. Another companion I had, Elder Sullivan, he hates it with a passion. Once you get converted and change from the stupid thing, you really have a great dislike for it, for the way it leads you so blindly, for the way it just leads you down the path of destruction. It's amazing. But I will not try to harp on how I dislike it any longer. In short, before my tape runs out, not only finding out how phony the other churches are gives you a real strength to your own testimony. My testimony's just gone leaps and bounds compared to what it used to be. I know that the church is true. I know that it was restored by a prophet. Joseph Smith, he was a prophet of God. And that Spencer W. Kimball's a prophet. And I'm bold enough to say that I would dare stand up to that and test and challenge to anyone who would like to try to prove it otherwise. I can show them throughout the scriptures, not even talking about the Book of Mormon, just using the Bible. Throughout the scriptures that the Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints, is the only true church. It's the only one that possibly could be true. And I'll be happy to discuss that with my two brothers if they'd like to listen when I come home. I would enjoy it. I don't know if they would. But if they'd like to, I'd like to talk to them. Tell them what bimbos they are, BB Rebozos. But I love my family. I love them all. I even appreciate and love Elder Hoiterdog now. I've come to really appreciate my family since I've been away. I probably could put up with Bob, Hoyt, Pam, Van, Penny, Clydine, maybe even the kids. That's pushing it, but probably get by with them too. I've got a lot of little, what the Filipinos use for toys, different things that you never see in the States that I'll bring home and show you what to do with them. When I come home, the kids, I'll show them some of the Filipino specialties. I think my tape is getting close to the end, so I'll just sign off by saying that I do love my family. I do love the church. I only have 9 months left, and I'll see you by and by. Don't worry about me. I thoroughly love and enjoy my mission. I will probably really hate to see it end. So, in 9 months then, we'll see ya. In closing, I wish you'd get together on your letter writing. I only get a letter about every other week. Sometimes I don't quite manage that. Now, I've been writing every week, or I've missed 3 times. I will take it that. But I'm a little more steady than you are. So get it together. thanks for the things you do send. I appreciate them. Appreciate your love and support. And that's about it. So bye bye. Hello, Mother. Hello, Father.